Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. We're back for our collector box review. And I gotta say, I know a lot of people are saying that the set's not worth money, it's overpriced, yada yada yada. And maybe for draft boosters, but for collector boosters, there is nothing but value. And it's apparently very hard not to get your money back. Now, with that being said, you can't always crack them to make money, but it will definitely break even minimum, which is a lot, says a lot for a Magic product right now in 2023, coming right out of 2022. So don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell right down there. Well, the subscribe button, I think it's over here. Try and get to 1,000 peeps, and I appreciate any help you guys can give me. So, basic rules as always. If it's less than $2, it gets put down as a dollar average. Anything above $2 goes in as the actual price. And that's for every card. So one of the things I don't take into consideration is these foil lands are worth money. Like there's other stuff, there's some foils off to the side, that will probably sell for a little bit of cash, like Turnabouts or Elvish Spirit Guides. I included those. The smaller stuff that gets sold in bulk, I don't include that. I just include these values here. So it's going to be a quick video, and then we'll have a quick talk about Dominaria Remastered, what I think about it, and whether or not you should buy draft or boosters. Or, wait a minute, draft or collector boosters. That's what I meant to say. I'm professional. I got this. So, first off, let's look at the actual mythics that we got. So we only got a couple that were uncool, that's not so hot. But we start getting to things like Time Stretch, Last Chance, Dark Depths, Incubator, Vampiric Tutors and Force of Wills, Sylvan Library. Now these two aren't so hot. And these are just the non-foils. Like there's so much money here in non-foils, it's ridiculous. So that's the first thing. Next, we start talking about foil mythics. Now, yeah, Sarah Avatar, not so much. No Mercy, pretty good. Urza, the only one we got out of all 4 boxes, but about even with the regular price of an Urza. But then you got foil Sylvans. Avatar again. We got a foil Vampiric Tutor, Library, another Tutor. Not collector. Anyway, Last Chance, another No Mercy at Dark Depths. Hunting Grounds. And Yagi the Mothi. So, very good cards. And then we have 2 stacks here. We have regular rares and we have foil rares. The regular rares, pretty good. I mean, tutors to today's end in almost every box and every pack. I mean, they were all pretty good. Tutors and Entombs and Mazes of Ith, so my. And the same goes for the foils. Good thing about the foils is some of the foils, even though they're not worth as much in basic, in foil they are worth more than $2. But yeah, like things like this thing is just beautiful. Man, is that thing pretty. But anyway, then you get some really cool foils, like the Mazes of Ith, the Entombs, World Tutors, Strokes of Genius, Overmaster. Keep going. I mean, look at this thing. This is sexy. I got, by the way, one. I got one of these. Triskelion, like Arborea, Gemstone Mines, Tutors. Tons of Tutors. So much good stuff. Bodied Snatchers. Helms, more Gemstones. There's a regular bird. More Tutors. Like, so much good stuff. It's just amazing to say. So, with all that being said, and like I said before, set aside all the uncommon foils like, Swords, Elvish Spirit Guides, Fire Blast, Turnabout, Factor Fiction, Duresses, Chain Lightnings, all that cool stuff isn't included. But just this. We'll go to our handy dandy notebook. So you can see here we have this side over here, our very first box. $99 worth mythics, $163 in just the rares, and then $20 in the excess stuff, spirit guides, uncommons, and things like that. $282, not bad. Next box, $87 in mythics, $167 again in rares. Again, rares really coming in high. $274. Then the third box. This is the one that was amazing. $479 in mythics, $100 in rares. I didn't even add this, even though there was some stuff there, because $579 on the low side is just nuts. This is probably close to a $600 box. That is insane. Then here again, $129 in mythics, $156 in rares for $285. We come up to an average of the four boxes of $355 a piece. So if you go by these numbers, you're guaranteed to at least break even, and if you get real lucky and you get a box like this, you're going to triple your money. This box is insane. But the one thing I noticed across all this, if you guys want to look at it, is the money is really in the rares as far as how many you get versus how many you don't, compared to how many mythics you get. Because there's just less mythics. I mean, this box here had 14 mythics. It was insane. The other ones had anywhere from 6 to 8 at most, but mainly all the rare tutor foils, alternate art foils, and all that stuff in the rare slot is where your money's at. So if you don't get a lot of mythics, don't be upset in a collector's booster box, because the money's not always there unless you pull the hardcore mythics, like forces and vampiric tutors and stuff like that, Urza, Yawgmoth. So yeah, I think this has one of the best ratios that there is. If you look over here, to make boxes good over here, you can see the rares are about the same, anywhere from 40 on the low side, 60 on the high side. But the mythics stay around 40 until you get the ones up here, 128, 191. So on draft boxes, you have to hit your mythics to really get the money out of it. But on collector boxes, all the rares that you pull, guaranteed 4 rares, is going to get you your money. And that's where I think collector boxes are a stretch above draft boxes. So here's what I think. If I take all this in consideration and I wanted to give you guys some feedback about what to buy, draft versus collector, my first question would be, what do you want to do? If you want to play the game as far as draft the cards like the old days that you can't do because the boxes are outrageously expensive, get draft boxes. You're probably going to pull some good stuff, at least break even, and it's not going to hurt you to spend the money because you'll have cards not only to play, but cards to sell and get your money back. So that's the benefit of the draft. If you're looking for that dopamine hit of high input, high output, I want a lottery card, I want to chase, I want to collect the iconic, the sweetest cards, or if I don't get them, still have the ability of the cards I pull out to be able to trade for those cards that I want, you buy collector boosters. Collector boosters, in my opinion, in this set is far superior monetary-wise when it comes to if you want to invest. Or if you want to get your money back out of what you spent. It's really just insane. So I think those are the two dynamics. Now, if you don't want to draft and you want to play Commander, I would say buy singles, but if you don't want to buy singles and you really want to buy a box, buy a collector box, because it's going to have nothing but swag in it. And when I say swag, I mean all the swag. I'm talking things like, even in the bad slots, you're going to get things like these cool terrors, or this cool Mythic Druid, which is a great in Commander card. Old stool Mind Stones with star to look sweet. Sweet old turnabouts. The Squirrel Nest, Spirit Guides, cool Rift Grows, Impulses, Street Wraiths, Snaps, foil counterspells, your foil Mind Stones, Duresses. That is still the most pretty duress ever. Oh, anyway. Your Nature's Lures, Chain Lightnings, Street Wraiths, Dampening Sphere. Where's my High Tides? There's High Tides in here too, I swear. Yeah, you'll get High Tides, not just those kind of High Tides. Old school Counterspells, old school Chain Lightnings, Dampening Spheres, High Tides. But you'll get the regular high tights that are like full art, not just regular high tights. Apparently I don't have one. Old school stuff. Anyway, like every hit inside collector boosters is great if you want to bling out your deck. If you want to play for fun and still have a good cash value, get draft. You're trying to bling out your deck and you have to have a box, I would suggest collector boosters, even though they are expensive. But that's just me. So take the math, do the numbers yourself, figure out what works for you. At the end of the day, till next time, be kind. I hope to see you across from the game table. Later, player.